Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own website using HTML and CSS. Now to start off, you're going to want a text editor where you're going to write your code in, and I'm going to be using Atom. To install it, you can head over to atom.io and just click this download button, and that'll give you setup executable, I think, and then you can just run that, and then when you do, you'll get this Atom app. There are plenty of other text editors available, and it really doesn't matter which one you use. In fact, you could be using Notepad and it would work. What you need to be able to do is write text into documents. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to be using Atom because I like it, so I'm just going to start that up. I already have it installed. Of course, it's going to have these pop-ups, which I'm not sure how to get rid of, but yeah. You're going to want to create a folder. I'll just make one on my desktop. New folder, call it tutorial website. There we go. And now you're going to want to create a new text document in it. So you can call this anything, although by default, usually these files are called index, and you want to change this extension to HTML. It'll show this pop-up. This is fine. You can say yes. And if you don't see the extension, then you're going to want to go into View and check this File Name Extensions box. Now, this is going to be different depending on which operating system you have. So you might just need to search around for it. And there's probably other ways to change it as well. But now you can see that this icon has changed to Google Chrome. If that's not your default browser, if it's like Firefox or Safari or something, then it'll change to that. But mine is Chrome by default. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You can see there's this file extension here, and it'll open in a Google Chrome tab or whatever your default web browser is. Right, so I'm going to close atom.io. So next up, you're going to want to open that in Atom. Just going to say add project folder, and if I go to my desktop, it was called it tutorial website, so select folder. See, this pops up here, and this is supported by a lot of things, but if it's not supported, then you can always just open the files individually. I can say open with, choose another app, and then like Notepad, for example, and then I can edit it in here. Although Atom is nice because if I'm writing like code, it'll highlight it different colors, which just makes it look nicer. Anyway, if I write hello, then it'll show up here. You can see. And so in theory, you could write a website full of text just by writing it on an HTML document and running that. But that's kind of boring, and it's also very limited. If you want to do something more than that, then you'll need to use what are called tags. It's basically we use these sorts of brackets, and inside we can put stuff that means different things. So I don't think this is actually necessary in modern versions, but it's traditional to start the document with doc type HTML, which just says, hey, this is a HTML document, by the way, so you should treat it like one. And then put everything else inside these HTML tags, which you can see there's this HTML to start it, and then when you end a tag, you're gonna put a little slash here, which just says this isn't the start of another HTML, it's actually the end of the last one. Now inside, I'm gonna write a tab just to make it more visually clear that we're inside that tag, just to indent it a little, which is not necessary, but it looks nicer. And then generally the structure of a website will have a head and a body. You can see again I'm writing a head tag and then I'm closing it with itself again with a little slash at the beginning. And if you want to put text, you'll generally surround it with a P tag, and inside here we can again write hello, and it will look the same except a little bit formatted. Just the default format of HTML and body. We'll change that a little. And in the head, we can do something like title. So we have a title. It's always good practice to write out the slash after that. And because this tag is only going to contain some text, I'm not going to put like enters and indentations, like this sort of thing. I mean, you can, but it's just, it's not really necessary at all. So I think it looks nicer when it's just one line like that. That's generally how you'll see it used. And here we can say like hello website, and what that's going to do is that going to change what's up here and what pops up down there to the title. And yeah, another thing you can do is instead of saying P, you can say H and then a number from 1 to 6, and you can see these are headings that'll show up here if you have Atom. So 1 is the biggest and 6 is the smallest. Again, you put a little slash after that, and this is just like bigger text. So if I say hello here, then it'll look much bigger. And I haven't deleted this piece, so that's there as well. Of course, it's above this, just like on the web page. And you can experiment with like maybe H3, which is going to be a bit smaller. See right there, all the way down to H6. You can see that these headings are bold as well as being different sizes. And yeah, another way you can put bold is by using the B tag, or B here real quick. Then that will make that bold. You can see there it's bold. Similarly, there's one for italics I and underline. I just have to make sure that you close every tag you open, or else everything after that is going to have that style. So here you can see they're all in a row like that. And you can stack these as well. So if I say B and I, and then I write hello, and then I write /I and /B, then it will be bold and italicized. So now you can see how that looks here. And you can also enclose an I inside of a header tag if you want an italicized header. There you go. You can also have a link, ahref equals google.com. This link takes you to Google, and then we have a link. And you can see that it'll take you to google.com from the folder you are in. So we have to actually specify https://www.google.com, which is just the full URL of Google. And now you can see it takes you to Google. If you look at all of this, you can see that that's always there, even if it's not showing up most of the time. And also you can write that in, it'll automatically put it in for you. But it's still there, and you have to include in links. Unless you're going to another page in your in the same folder. Right, so one last thing. Image, you want to write img, short for image, and then if you want to have an image, you need link. So I'm going to say source, which is shortened to src. And now you can see this image is on our web page. That's going to be about it for this tutorial. Hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.